Hello and welcome back or welcome to the channel. In today's video I am doing another body doubling. This is only around 15 minutes. I got faster I guess when I was listing this, but I will be listing 5 items to sell on eBay. I will say I labeled this wrong. I said that this was Oswald. This is not Oswald on this shirt. It's actually Steamboat Mickey. If it would have been Oswald, it actually would have been worth more. Steamboat Mickey, unfortunately, I listed this right around the time that they lost the copyright to Steamboat Mickey, so I'm not sure how much this is actually going to be worth. It is an official Disney shirt. I just don't know how much it's going to be worth now because they did lose the copyright to Steamboat Mickey, but I did mislabel it, so I want to let you guys know that I mislabeled this and called it Oswald. I know it's not Oswald. I know it is Steamboat Mickey. I go back and I fix it because God forbid someone buys it and then tells me it's Steamboat Mickey, not Oswald, and item not as described, and so on and so forth. So yes, I know it's Steamboat Mickey. We actually got this for my husband to wear on our trip to Disney last October. It was a once-in-a-lifetime trip. We probably won't go back until our kids are much, much older or until we have grandkids, because we'll probably still be paying off this trip. I was able to go to Walmart today, and I don't know if it's like a thrifting thing or a reseller thing, but I always peruse the aisles, even if I know don't really need anything, but definitely if I need anything, I will go down that aisle and I will look at it. And I'm in a couple, I follow a couple pages on Instagram that tells you, to look out for these clearances and stuff. And I was going into Walmart anyway, and they're having a lot of beauty and personal item clearance. So deodorants, skincare, toothpaste, toothbrushes, shampoos, conditioners, soaps, all that stuff. They're clearancing a lot of that out right now. So I went ahead and went through just about every aisle in that area, and I found one thing that I was actually very happy about. My Walmart had this cheaper than the other Walmarts did. The other Walmart, it wouldn't have been worth my money to get, where this, I was able to get it for $1.25, and it usually sells for around $15 to $19 plus shipping. So, and in store it sells for $27. So I would be aware and be on the lookout in the skincare aisle for some things that Walmart has clearanced out. There also had a lot of camping stuff clearanced out. Nothing resale-wise value, but if you are a camper and you need some more camping stuff, they have a lot of stuff there that would have been good, I guess, if you wanted it. This is a vintage Tommy Hilfiger sweater. I wore it for a while. I have kind of longer arms, and I didn't like where the cuffs hit me on this, so I wanted to go ahead and resell it. Always shop your closet. I was watching a lady on YouTube that started with 0, and she sold out of her closet first, and then she'd already been a reseller, so I think that's kind of lying to the newbies, kind of not. I looked at how long we had been on eBay. In 2003 is when we opened our account. We've been reselling actively since 2014. Before that, we resold, but it was one-offs. We didn't have a store. We didn't do anything. Maybe sold 10 items a year. Around 2014, we started selling like a business. I say like because even now we are not a business. But if you're brand new to eBay and you don't have the feedback and you don't know how to run a store and stuff, definitely don't spend money on items. Don't until you know how to list things, until you see things moving. Start listing stuff that you don't want anymore or things you find for free. One of the YouTubers we like to watch is Taco Stacks, which it's fun. He goes and does doesn't dumpster dive, but the trash pickups and stuff. And we like watching him, even though it's not realistic what he's getting for us. It's completely different parts of the country. But start free. In our area, people will put stuff out on the curb on trash day that they just want taken away, or they list on Facebook Marketplace for free, or they list in Facebook free groups. Start with that stuff. Don't spend money on items until you know how to sell. I was talking to another seller that's just really having a hard time getting his store and stuff and getting things to actually sell on eBay. He's way more successful in in-person sales, and he asked me how, to look at a store and like what the suggestion was. And the suggestion, honestly, was he needed feedback. He had zero feedback. Didn't even have feedback from buying things. So I was like, get feedback, buy things. I don't know if it still works that way, but you used to be able to buy like small 99-cent digital items and stuff like that just to build your feedback up. You still won't have any seller feedback yet, but it won't be an automatic zero feedback when they look at that. So my recommendation was to build the feedback up. Now, also, he was doing great local sales. He doesn't have to sell on eBay. eBay is not a end-all be-all for him. He is making money locally. He just wanted to, he thought he could get more money for some of the things on eBay that he was selling locally. But what I was saying with this video is she was already an established seller. Her account already had thousands of feedback on it. She had already been selling for many, many years. She didn't get rid of her other inventory. She just didn't count it towards this challenge. Well, if you have 1,000 items in your store, you're going to sell items more quickly than you are if you have 5 items in your store. So she kind of started ahead of the gate anyway. Yes, it's a great challenge. Yes, it's awesome to be like, hey, just find this stuff in your house. It does sell. But I almost liked the videos more for this is what I found, this is what I can sell it for, then this is what sold, this is how much money I made. Because even us having a store, we just had our 20-year anniversary on eBay. Even us having a store for so long and selling for so long and having an eBay account that's 20 years old, I don't have the amount of inventory she has. I don't have the items that are going to push me up. The highest we've ever got inventory at one time was 765. I will say once I got over 500, I did see more consistent sales. I have not listed anything in 2 weeks and I'm still getting consistent sales. So it's 500 was the magic number for us. It may be different for other people, but 500 really was the magic number. This has been making me very frustrated. I'm still having to go through and manually change the categories. It's not giving me a suggestion for a category to change it to, and I don't know why. This shirt has no size tags, and it's reversible. It's Land's End. So I'm going to have to go and put like unsized or refer to measurements. This is a definitely refer to measurements. And in the vintage Tommy Hilfiger sweater, I did put run small, refer to measurements, because it does. It's always nice to relay that to buyers. It's always nice to be like, hey, this runs small, or vintage runs small. Even if it has a size, sometimes that's deceiving. So if I'm a large, but this runs small, so I need an extra large or a 2X, or if I'm a medium and this runs large, I might need a small. I think buyers appreciate that. So I try to contribute that when I can, especially if it's my personal clothes. If it's my children's personal clothes, I kind of know what size they were when they wore it, and if they were in more standard sizes, or if it was, something that stayed in their closet longer because it was slightly larger. Anything that's wonky size-wise, you want to list it. This, again, Land's End, not huge brand. Their coats do quite well. They started being sold at Sears. I think all the Sears have gone bankrupt and closed at this point, but they used to be sold at Sears. I did see some at Kohl's this past weekend when I was shopping, the 50% off their already clearance sale. There was Land's End coats. So I don't know if they carry other Land's End stuff there. It's been so long since I've gone into like a retail store. This was the first time I've gone in Kohl's in probably a year, if not longer. because I'm usually going to thrift stores to buy clothes, or I'm at Walmart and I'll just pick whatever I need up at Walmart, or Target sometimes, but I don't think I've bought clothes at Target in a very long time. So it was odd going in there and seeing what brands and stuff they have. Like I said, when my husband and I went out of town to a larger city and we went in a sporting goods store, we did not realize the price, like the sticker price of things that we've been selling used. Now we're like, oh, that's why that sells for so much used, because it's like $400 new. Okay, good to know. I like doing that. I did poke around at Kohl's. Now, if it's being sold at Kohl's, I'm probably less likely to buy it versus if it's being sold at like REI or Dick's Sporting Goods or Shields or any of that. I'm more likely to buy that because I'm seeing the price tags of the clothes. But if it's sold at Kohl's, I know it's going to go on clearance. I know they have Kohl's Cash. I know they're going to do 50% off, 90% off, whatever. That makes it less desirable for me. And if I, Target, I try to spin around Target and see what the brands that are selling at Target are, because again, Target can fool you. Sometimes I've thought it was Free People and it was Target, or Anthropologie and it was Target. They have semi-decent quality, which is great for if you want a cheap, affordable, nice clothes, go to Target. It's not great for reselling. So I want to make myself aware of the brands that are sold there, so I know that, hey, this is probably isn't the best for reselling, and I can make quick decisions where I don't have to go through and look everything up one after the other, which does take time, and time is money. One of the things we also found out this week is our Salvation Army has closed. It says temporarily closed on the door, and they released a statement that said for at least 45 days. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're rebranding. I don't know if a pipe burst. I don't know if they found like toxic waste, but it's going to be closed for at least a month, if not longer. But in previous videos, I've also talked about how our Salvation Army just had nothing on the racks. So I was wondering if they were just selling through their stuff and not re-uploading their racks in anticipation of whatever this closure is. And I could totally see that happening. I always hate putting style because I don't know what kind of hat it is. It does cover the ears, but it's not a traditional trapper hat. And I want to be like, it's a fuzzy ball hat. I don't know. Again, pre-owned, no rips or stains. Also, if you have summer clothes, start listing them now. I was joking. I had a soap dispenser that I got for Halloween that I absolutely loved. It said poison on it. It was funny. And it fell and just shattered because it was glass. And I was like, well, I just gotta wait till May and then Halloween will come back and I can see if they have another soap dispenser that says poison on it. Which I was joking, but just a bit. Easter is earlier this year, so I wasn't surprised to see Easter stuff, but Walmart has started putting out bathing suits. And it's, tomorrow is February. So, we might want to figure out. Honestly, the seasons are so wonked up that I don't even list by season anymore. I'm just like, hey, I'll just list it when I list it, because sometimes people might need a coat in July, sometimes people might need a bathing suit in December. This is an Eddie Bauer bag. It was very hard for me to get like adequate size. I don't know what type of bag it was. It did not have the padding in it like a camera bag, but it didn't seem big enough for like hiking or a purse or something. So I have no idea. I just called it bag. So the small crossbody bag is what I called it, because I had no idea. It didn't have the padding in it, but it didn't seem like it was meant for hiking. Maybe it would be meant for thrifting where you need a crossbody bag. I don't know. I love crossbody bags. If I'm going to wear a purse, it's going to be a crossbody bag. I just absolutely love those. It's easier for me and leaves my arms free. But most of the time I don't use a purse. And I do have a fanny pack that I quite like. I liked the runner's packs where you can put like a thin wallet in it and your phone in it. And when we were at Disney, I wore it even under my shirt. So I didn't have to worry about losing it or someone pickpocketing me. I didn't have to worry about going on rides and stuff. I just zipped everything in it and wore it under my shirt, which was nice. I think it would have been funny having to explain that on an x-ray machine or the metal detector. Luckily, I guess the zippers didn't set it off, which is nice. I wanted to see what the material makeup was of this. Always take pictures of the material tags, put it in your pictures so people know if it's 100% cotton, cotton blend, polyester, nylon, wool, cashmere, all of that, because sometimes people are allergic to specific fabrics and they don't want that in their clothes, or they want their clothes to be more earth friendly. Always like to do that. I cannot have wool or cashmere. It will just, I can't. I'm miserable. Everyone's miserable. There's hives, there's itching. It's just horrible. So I won't buy a shirt that has any wool in it, not even a wool blend. No cashmere, no wool, none of that. Also found out I'm allergic to lanolin, which comes from like sheep oils from sheeps or something. I don't remember what it comes from. Sheep. It's a sheep byproduct, and I also break out in hives with that, so I can't have lanolin and I can't have wool. So I would not buy something if it said wool or wool blend. I would buy it if it was like cotton, a cotton derivative, polyester, any of that stuff. So always, always, always take a picture of your fabric composition tags. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe and have a wonderful day.